Welcome to today's episode where we shed light on a critical issue affecting millions of women in Africa: widow victimization. It's not a topic you see trending on Twitter, but trust me, it's heavy stuff, and we're going to unpack it all right here. This is a deeply rooted problem with cultural, social, and economic dimensions. Imagine, just for a second, that losing your husband wasn't just about heartbreak, but the beginning of a whole new nightmare. Suddenly, you're not just grieving, you're fighting for your home, your land, your basic human rights. We're going to hear some heartbreaking stories, but also, hopefully, inspire some action. Because this isn't just about pointing fingers, it's about understanding, raising awareness, and finding solutions. So you're a widow, you're already dealing with unimaginable grief, and then boom, your in-laws show up like they're on some twisted game show. Instead of winning a car, they're taking your house, your land, everything. And it's not like they're being sneaky about it either. They'll literally chase you out of your own home. It's like they skipped the part in the culture book where it says, "Don't be cruel to widows." And the worst part? Often the law is on their side. In some places, women don't even have the right to inherit property. It's like the system itself is designed to kick you when you're down. Buckle up, because this next part is truly messed up. Imagine being told to mourn your husband by sleeping with his brother. It's called widow cleansing, and it's as disgusting as it sounds. And if you think that's bad, some widows are forced to marry a male relative. It's called levirate marriage, a lifetime achievement in patriarchal nonsense. Chapter 3. The Blame Game. When grief meets accusation. So, you're a widow, you've lost your husband, your home, maybe even your dignity, and now, get ready for the cherry on top: blame. That's right, in some cultures, widows are accused of causing their husband's death. And it's not just whispers behind cupped hands, we're talking full-on accusations of witchcraft, evil spirits, you name it. It's like people can't accept that sometimes bad things just happen. This kind of stigma is like a social leprosy. People avoid you, talk about you behind your back, and treat you like you're cursed. It's isolation on top of heartbreak, and it's just plain wrong. Chapter 4. Trapped in Poverty. The Economic Reality of Widowhood. Let's talk about the economic reality of being a widow in many parts of Africa. Imagine this. You're suddenly a single parent, but you've never been allowed to work outside the home. You have no education, no skills, and no way to provide for your children. And it's not like there's a safety net, some government program to help widows get back on their feet. Nope, you're on your own. This is how the cycle of poverty continues. Widows, stripped of their rights and resources, struggle to survive, let alone thrive. It's a heartbreaking reality, but one we need to face head-on. Chapter 5. The Silent Violence: Abuse with Impunity. Sadly, the victimization of widows doesn't end with property seizures and social isolation. In many cases, it escalates to violence. And not just a slap on the wrist, we're talking physical and sexual assault. These women are already vulnerable, grieving, and often isolated, which makes them easy targets for abuse. And because of cultural norms and weak legal systems, the perpetrators often act with impunity. It's a horrifying reality that often gets swept under the rug, but we need to shine a light on it. We need to demand justice for these women and create a world where they are safe and protected. Time for change. Breaking the cycle of widow victimization. Thanks for joining us today. We've covered some heavy stuff, but it's important, and we can't look away. Widow victimization is a real problem, and it's happening right now to millions of women across Africa. But here's the good news: we can do something about it. By raising awareness, challenging harmful traditions, and empowering women, we can break this cycle of injustice. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Also, you can share your experiences. We will listen and publish them if you want. Let's keep this conversation going and work together to create a world where widows are respected, protected, and empowered.